friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a relaxing nighttime clean with me. So go ahead, sit back, grab a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, and let's get straight into it. So my son Sawyer decided to join me for a portion of today's video, as you can see. And I just wanted to mention, I don't feature my kids on here that often or really at all. This is not a family channel, this is a cleaning channel. But of course my kids do live here, so I'm not gonna just make them hole up in their rooms while I clean and film. So they're gonna show up from time to time, and if they ever want to clean with me, I will definitely not discourage that. I would prefer to teach them good habits, and so if they're gonna ask to clean with me, I will always say yes, even if it's for a video. But I will never force them to be in a video either, so later on you'll see he kind of loses interest sort of halfway through, which is totally fine. He goes and plays video games with his sister, and that is great too, but I just wanted to go ahead and mention that right off. Sawyer absolutely insisted on vacuuming the rug today, and he's 8 years old, and he did a really good job, I thought. He worked really hard, so we don't really have chores, like specific chores for our kids. We do expect them to take care of their belongings, clean up their own stuff, they put away their own laundry. So if you're looking for a good chore for an 8-year-old to do, I think vacuuming is actually a pretty good one. I'm not entirely sure what made me decide to clean my windows on this night. Really, it's, I think, probably a lot easier to do when it's sunny outside, so you can actually see any spots that you may have missed, which I couldn't because it was dark outside. But I did notice that like the frame around the window, especially in the middle and like the windowsill, they started to get this kind of black, I don't know if it's black, but it was like gray kind of gunk on it. I have no idea what it's from or how it got there. And I hadn't noticed it until I cleaned the windows, so at least I got that done. You may have noticed that we don't have blinds on our windows in our living room for no particular reason, really. We just don't. So at night I close the curtains to give us a little bit of privacy, so that's what I'm doing right now. Our trash had gotten a little bit overfilled, if you couldn't tell. When we went on vacation, we only had one trash bag left, and I put it in there and completely forgot that we had run out. And then I kept forgetting to buy more, so anyway, that's what that's all about. So I finally got some more, so I took the trash out and replaced the bag. And I don't know if you can see her, Rosie, in the back. She really hates it when we take out the trash for some reason. It makes her very angry. So you can kind of see her barking and spinning around in circles, which means she is not happy. So wiping down counters was another job that Sawyer for some reason really just insisted on doing, which is great. I think it's a perfect chore for a kid his age and size to do. There were some spots that he couldn't really reach kind of in the back. His arms just weren't quite long enough, so I did go back in and wipe those down as well. But honestly, overall, he did a great job, and I was very happy to have the help. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. I'm so glad that you found me today. My name is Michelle and I live in Georgia. And as you can see, I have a son who is 8, and I also have a daughter who does not make an appearance in this video, who is almost 10. But anyway, my channel is mostly just cleaning, decluttering, organizing, all things to do with being at home. So if you're interested and you're liking what you're seeing, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because I would love to have you as part of my little internet family. I know I've mentioned this before, but it definitely bears repeating, especially if you have a stainless steel sink like I do. I think that making a sink look really shiny and clean just makes the whole kitchen look so much better. So I go in and disinfect first thing with a mixture of water and Pine Sol, and I let that sit for a few minutes to really get the disinfection going. And then I'll go in with my Barkeeper's Friend, which really just polishes up the metal. And then the last thing I do, I'll go in with my Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day multi-surface spray. And you can use any scent or any multi-purpose spray, really. I just really like the way that Mrs. Meyer smells, and that's the main reason I use it in the sink, is just because it gives it a nice clean scent when I'm done. And then you go in with a microfiber cloth and wipe it all out, and it makes the sink so shiny and clean. So I definitely have a few different methods that I'll use when it comes to cleaning the kitchen floor. Sometimes if I feel like it's not super dirty, I'll sweep it, but I think that just vacuuming, especially since it's such a large area, is way less time consuming than going in with a broom. And a lot of times I'll just use like a little mini vacuum that I have, and it works pretty well, but I already had my main big vacuum out, so I went ahead and used that and got it all cleaned up. If you don't already have one of these Clorox toilet bowl wands, I highly suggest going out and getting them. They're not very expensive and the refills are pretty cheap as well, and it makes it so much easier to clean out the toilet as opposed to using kind of like the solution in the brush. I much prefer it this way, and I actually need to get a couple more for our other two bathrooms. But like I said, super simple, really convenient, and I highly, highly, highly suggest it. So the last thing that I had on my list of things to do on this night was everyone's favorite, or not really, laundry is my least favorite thing to do, but we had actually just gotten back from vacation, and since we stayed in a condo, I actually washed most of our stuff while we were still there, and then when I got back, I was able to just pull it out of the suitcases and throw it into our dressers and our closets. But there were still some things that I had washed beforehand and hadn't put away, so that's what I'm doing now. thank you so much for watching if you made it here to the end. I hope that you were able to relax or get some cleaning done and maybe get a little bit motivated to get cleaning done after you finish relaxing. And be sure to stick around until the very end. We actually have a couple of bloopers that I thought would be fun to share. So like I said, thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you don't miss another cleaning video with me, and I will see you again soon. Bye!
Like